On the 28th of June 2024, Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma addressed several key issues during recent meetings with union ministers in New Delhi. During discussions with the Union Minister of Road Transport and Highways, Conrad Sangma highlighted the ministry's strong stance on land acquisition delays in Meghalaya. He disclosed that the Government of India is considering cancelling projects with significant delays and potentially bypassing areas where land acquisition processes linger.
A meeting with the Ministry of Road and Surface Transport also, and detailed discussions were made on the different pending projects that are there with the Ministry of Road and Surface Transport. And in those, many issues project-wise were discussed, and the Ministry was very concerned about the fact that land acquisitions were not going at the pace which the Ministry had expected. I briefed the Honourable Minister that regarding the Western Bypass, we are almost close to 100% completion of the acquisition part, 90+%, and he expressed happiness in that. I explained to him also that in most of the other locations also, the issue of land acquisition is hardly about a few hundred meters, or maybe maximum a kilometer or 2 kilometers, and therefore we are working and expediting the process and ensuring that it's completed at the earliest. There were some forest issues also, which we have also assured the Minister that almost 90% has been resolved. Another few issues have to be resolved, which we assure that within the next couple of months we should be able to resolve those issues also. But what I would like to mention through the press to everyone is that the Ministry took a very strong stand on the issues of land acquisition, and to the extent that the Honourable Minister has even mentioned that wherever the issue of land acquisition does take place, and if there is a delay, then if necessary the Ministry may even bypass that particular land, and you may find those stretches of 50 meters, 100 meters, 200 meters not being constructed, and again the other parts, then again the construction will continue. So he stated that wherever these issues are there which remain for too long, the Ministry may even consider, as I said, cancellation of that section of work, which would ultimately then affect the overall road structure as well as convenience for the people, and it would be a loss for the state. And hence I would like to urge everybody, especially our citizens, that when it comes to these kind of important national highway and road construction, we need all the cooperation from all the citizens so that we don't lose out in these different projects. And from the government side also, we will be very continuously, very efficiently will be following this up, and we expect to resolve all these issues, and we expect coordination and cooperation from the people also in order to do that, so that more and more projects can come in. We also discussed about the big project of the link between from Umroi, Barapani, Umroi, all the way to Juwai, Ratachara and beyond to Silchar, which is almost a 20,000 crore project. And some parts of the land acquisition are pending, and I mean the surveys are pending, and we are having some concerns in some areas.
In another meeting, the Meghalaya Chief Minister expressed concerns to the donor minister about the complex guidelines for accessing schemes from the Ministry of Donor, urging simplification of the process.
In the meeting that we had with the donor minister, I apprised him about the different projects that were pending with the ministry, and I'm very happy to inform that the Honourable Minister has given assurance that all the pending projects that are there, which are lying with the ministry, will be cleared at the earliest. At the same time, I had requested to him that the guidelines that are there in the ministry and donor are very, very complicated, and hence they need to be streamlined, and a normal project sometimes takes a year, year and a half even to reach an approval stage, and hence easing of the guidelines would help in the overall process of the projects being approved and implemented. It would make it much faster. So I've requested and urged the Honourable Minister to review the guidelines, and accordingly the Honourable Minister has assured me that he is already examining the guidelines and they should be reviewed very soon.
Conrad Sangma also met with Union Civil Aviation Minister to advocate for night flights from Shillong Airport and discussed plans for expanding Baljek Airport and initiating flights between Shillong and Tura.
I also had the opportunity to meet the Civil Aviation Minister, and we have requested the Civil Aviation Ministry to allow 2 shifts in the Umroi Airport, because then that would allow flights to take off early. At the same time, some evening and late night flights also to land. Since the facilities are there in Umroi Airport for night landing, this would allow more planes and more flights to be connected and the timings to be slightly more flexible. So the Honorable Minister has assured that he will look into this matter. I'm very hopeful that this should go through, and if this goes through, as I said, there'll be much more flexibility in the operations of the different airlines that is currently operating. At the same time, I apprised him about the projects of the heliports that were being proposed for Shillong and for Tura, and he has assured that he will expedite that. This is also at a very advanced stage of approval and for sanction, and this will ensure that a proper infrastructure is available for the landing and the parking of the different helicopter services that are running now, and also we hope to expand in the future. I also apprised him about the expansion of the runway at the Baljek Airport, and also the possibility of starting the flights between Shillong and Tura. And the Honourable Minister has again assured of full support in both these aspects.
Regarding security matters, Conrad Sangma addressed the issue of the HNLC and the possibility of granting amnesty on a case-by-case basis due to ongoing complaints of extortion notes being sent via WhatsApp. He assured that the police are actively investigating these incidents.
These are, as I said, issues that we are speaking with Government of India also, and we have made it very clear as to what level we can go to, and this has been communicated to the HNLC and members multiple times, and this has been communicated through Government of India as well as through the state government. So there are certain procedures and systems that are followed in all the talks that the Government of India is involved in. Hence we are following the same protocol, and the same process is being followed. So therefore, we are not deviating from those processes. So based on that, we have mentioned that any kind of minor crimes that are there, or kind of minor issues that are there, we can resolve those. But yes, we will not be taking it easy. We are not going to take it lightly. Every single issue, threat is treated very, very seriously by us, and we will examine this and will ensure that we take every step to ensure that this does not pose a very, very serious problem. But as I said, that these are individuals at different levels who are used by different leaders and organizations of HNLC and other, mainly of HNLC, who then carry out different activities through them. So we're keeping a watch on that, and we will not take it lightly. We will continue to watch over it. So as I said, there are the activities means basically sending a WhatsApp message. So I don't know how will you define the sending of WhatsApp messages as an activity. It's very easy in these days to send WhatsApp messages. You simply have to download a VPN, application like Atlas or something, and you can mask it. But then we are working towards finding out ways to nab that also, and how we can overcome that. And we are already working with different police organizations. I don't want to talk too much about it, but because of that only, we are now succeeding in really getting more intel and picking up certain people. And this will continue. We have taken, in fact, note of this today in the meeting, and I've asked the DG and others to improve and invest in this aspect so that we are able to stop this kind of extortion notes coming in randomly to the citizens of our state.
Addressing internal party dynamics, Conrad Sangma refuted claims of division within the NPP over the selection of a candidate for the Gambegre by-election. He emphasized that all party leaders involved have expressed their willingness to abide by the party's decision.
There is no division in the party, nor any division in the family. In fact, last about couple of days or 3-4 days back, we have met. And in the meeting, everybody has all the party leaders who are contesting, who want to contest, and the names of people whose names are doing the round, even though they may not want to contest, or they may want to contest as a different issue, but their names are doing the round. So whoever's name was doing the round, we have consulted everybody, we have talked to everybody, and everybody has confirmed that they are with the party, and whatever decision the party takes, that will be the final decision, and they will abide by that decision. So the party has taken a unanimous decision in this, and now the process of giving the report, ground report from the block level and district level and the regional level is underway. And once that process is complete, then the state committee will recommend accordingly. But let me again clarify that there is no question of any kind of division. We are very much clear that we will work together as a family, and more importantly as a political party, and all the names that are doing the rounds will work together to fight this particular election.
How many names, sir?
I don't know exactly how many names, but if you ask me all the plus and minus, there will be approximately about 7 to 8 names that are in the round. That does not mean that all 7 or 8 of them are actually campaigning in the ground, but people are taking their names, and so all those people, we have talked to them, and everybody has given me the assurance that whatever the party decides, we are with the party.